Hi Pisces, hope you are fab. This is Jamie, welcome. I'm just going to quickly clear the energies with the Tibetan bowl, so just bear with me a moment. Feel welcome to take a deep breath in and release as well to help clear your own energies if you wish. All right, guys, so we're going to check in with your energies and see what's happening for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising this week. And I appreciate you all being here, and thank you for those that comment, share some advice or their stories. I appreciate you. As always, you know that I like connecting with you guys, so you usually hear back from me with something. Anyway, all right. So Pisces, let's see what is happening. We're going to pull out some cards, and then we'll look at your challenges in regard to the situation and then the potential outcome. Okay, Pisces, if you're new here, it's great to have you. Please join us and like and subscribe to the channel. Or if you're returning and haven't subscribed yet, it helps us to connect into the energies and support your journey and stay connected too, guys. Alrighty. We'll just get one more, and then I'll pull out the challenges, and then we'll look at the outcome at the end. I'm going to pull these ones out for what the challenges are. What do we need to know for the challenges for our Pisces? Wow, that's an interesting one that's come through. You're getting major arcanas for your challenges, guys. We've got an extra one, so I'm going to take it. Wow, we've got a lot of major arcanas. And I'll run through this in a moment. All right. And let's get your outcome advice. Thank you, Spirit, for our Pisces, the outcome and advice. What do we need to know? I've got one that's flipped on the ground. Just give me 1 second, guys. It's not an easy reach. Of course not. Hang on. I feel like I have to do acrobatics to get there. Hang on a sec. All right, and one more. Thank you, Spirit. It's given us 2 more, so I'm just going to take it, and we'll connect into these energies at the end. All right, Pisces. So kicking off, we've got the Muse energy, which is the Muse of emotions, okay, around the Cups, King of Cups energy. We've got the Sun and the Chariot. I'm liking this for you. I feel like this is something that might be on the brink, or something that's, recently occurred. I don't feel this is super past energy. I'm just getting there's been some sense of transformation in the way that you're feeling about something, perhaps even the way that you're engaging in regards to a situation, or even in like a part of your life in general, that something has changed, something has shifted in you, and you probably even feel it, notice it, or are receiving like good news, good signs, just good energy overall. It doesn't mean that it's perfect or a smooth road, but I just feel like wherever you're going, it's feeling a lot brighter, a lot more hopeful, and a lot has also changed within you in terms of like doing what it is that you need to do. For some of you, it could be someone who's entered your life as well with this King of Emotions energy that is very supportive for you and just has helped you like really, connect into life in a different way. maybe they help, just to see things differently. I was just checking that the mic was on. I couldn't see if the light was on. So yeah, I'm just feeling like an upbeat in your energy, in how you're connecting with things, people, even the way that you're seeing things and looking at things too. Interestingly, with the chariot energy, with whatever is showing up in your world right now or coming into your life, Pisces, it seems like this is the positive moment or movement forward, that you're finally taking charge in. Because maybe you felt a bit stagnant for a while and you needed that little uplift in energy, in life force, in your direction and knowing exactly where you're going. So this chariot energy is really supportive energy as you drive things forward. Interesting. On top of that is having the Seven of Voices here, the Ace of Emotions, and the Five of Materials. So I don't know what it is that you're reflecting on, because that's the what I'm getting here with the Seven of Voices. There's something that's being reflected right now or in question. I'm not sure exactly what this is for you, Pisces. We will dive in a little bit deeper, but I'm just getting like some sort of reflection or insight or understanding about something. This could be is not everything is what it seems. Maybe there was something that you chose for some time not to move forward or not to step into in terms of fear or worried about things not working out. And maybe once you arrive, there's this element of recognizing your power in a situation, the way that you view things, the way that you see things, how it reflects back. And as with this ace of emotions energy, it's like you found this new sense of love for something. There's like a new feeling, a new part of like joy that is coming, or that you're engaging in with something that you're going towards. But I think it's an unlikely source or something that you didn't anticipate or potentially didn't recognize. I don't know, I'm just getting like some sort of revelation that you may be receiving or achieving here with this Seven of Voices and Ace of Emotions energy. And I think the reason behind it is because whatever experience that you've been through, there's this part of you that is trying to protect yourself from anything that, may be, how do I explain this? You're trying to protect yourself from anything or anywhere that you've once been that you obviously, didn't get, that wasn't successful or didn't feel right or was disappointing or hurtful. So I think there's just this part of yourself that you're trying to protect. But like I said, once you kind of get to this place that you're traveling to with the Chariot and the Seven of Voices, it's feeling good, but there's just some concern here, and I'm not sure if this is fear related, or like some form of, I'm even getting some form of anxiety, like I'm feeling like a little bit of a tense, like the unknown is probably the energy that I'm feeling here, on what's there, on what's on the other side. And maybe you're questioning too, like, are you alone on this journey? Are you really supported? Are they going to stay with you? Are they going to leave you? Like, there's just this little bit of energy that's caught up here, I think, in the fear of whatever this newness is. And, we're human. Sometimes this happens. But I think the important part here, Pisces, is just, not to fulfill or have self-fulfilling prophecies that aren't supportive, And I know it's not sometimes an easy one, but the more that you take care of your mind space and mindfulness, you can support yourself a little better, or you can learn how to shift out of that when needed. I know some days can be harder to do that than others, and it's okay to take a rest where you need to take a rest. And maybe that's even what's being called here, because there's a point in time where there may be feeling that little bit of like, oh, I'm alone, or I don't feel supported right now. But sometimes it's just the space that you need to kind of recharge, because as you're recharging and moving through it, you've got the Eight of Inspiration, the Three of Materials, and the Knight of Inspiration. So This is a lot about, again, getting up and going, moving forward. There does seem to be some form of collaboration happening here, maybe a contract or an agreement that you've entered into, or like a new journey that you're going on with more than one person. Could be a team environment, a community, some form of engagement, but it's on a more connected, more goal driven pursuit. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's more messages to come through, but it hasn't. I feel like it's going to come out through clarification. There's just something here that hasn't shown or hasn't been revealed yet. But with the Knight of Inspiration, we're definitely seeing and feeling movement forward. I think there's going to be some people as part of this collaboration or whatever that you're going on that may move forward with excitement and not have as much thought behind it, but it's just the way that they operate. So I feel like there is going to be needed some people to come in or help like ground a bit. But this is just a sense of excitement that comes with some form of good news or some form of celebration that I feel is happening here regarding this connection. Maybe something that you, like I said, that you didn't think was going to work out, was going to pan out. All of a sudden it's taken off and it's happening. It's like, yes, but there's still that time for celebration, absolutely. But then when you've got to pull yourself back in and go, okay, it's only just beginning now, like really beginning now. So you know, it's not a time to be too frivolous. It's how do I get clear on what I've got to do and what action I've got to take. I just, it just reminds me of, I was watching my a hockey game. Let's just say that I was watching a hockey game, ice hockey game, and in the just before the third period, where they had a break because they were up by so many goals, there was just one guy who wasn't sitting with the team and was skating off and in excitement, doing some, I don't know, I call them ballet moves, or I don't know, graceful moves on the ice, dancing, and I mean, you couldn't help but laughing. He looked pretty funny. But in saying that, there was this like celebrating, I get it, and doing those things, but not being in the team and recognizing that you guys are still working towards something. This is why I'm telling you, right? And then it's like, are you celebrating a little bit too early? Are you celebrating before you've got the goods in your hand? The good news is one thing, but the actual fulfillment of it is a different thing. And it's not saying again that you can't celebrate, but I'm just thinking of the funniness that comes with people that I think it's great because it can be uplifting, but after a while it can be a little annoying or frustrating for the rest of the people when someone is kind of divergent when you need yourselves to all be together. So I don't know who this energy is around, but it's just kind of what it's reminding me of, a situation that I saw this week, that I was just laughing. I thought it was like quite hilarious seeing this fella just, you know, doing his little boogie on the ice while their team are trying to prepare for the next. I don't think actually it was even before the third period. I think it was a time out in the third period to, you know, to close the game out. So anyway, the challenge that's showing up, this is the moon energy. So we all have our best guides with us or within us, if only we would listen. So this could be connected to the Seven of Voices energy, the moon energy. It's like something that you're missing here or not realizing, okay? And maybe something is trying to be shared with you. Life is trying to reflect back to you something, but questioning, are you distracted? Can you not see it? Where are you putting your energy? How are you paying attention? Because I feel like that's something related here, guys. You've also got the death energy. So here it's showing someone who is not well. This is not death itself, obviously, so just to make sure of that, guys. But it's just being mindful of, like, I feel like this is also a mindfulness of rest when you are feeling exhausted, when you're feeling tiresome, that the only way to, like, get back to the good health, to get back to being, like, that new beginning of energy comes when rest is, you know, needed or required. And sometimes, too, that, you know, I think a big part here is taking care of yourself, because recognizing that with endings there are new beginnings, but usually when we get to that ending we can be quite exhausted, or there's that sense of relief that we finally need to rest because we've been holding on to all this energy at some point, right? And we need to now finally, we get to let it go, but we need to recharge to really experience and be the best version of ourselves for whatever it is that we're doing next. And then you've got the Nine of Hearts energy, which is like the Nine of Cups. So again, I'm getting this sense of you're feeling alone for some reason, Pisces, and I'm not sure in what scenario. You know, usually when we look at the Nine of Cups, it is about contentment and, you know, feeling on path. But a lot of the time, the Nine of Cups too can also be representational of you doing it on your own. And I'm just getting a little bit of that vibe right now that even though you may be happy, I think the energy from this card, there's just this little bit sense of like, yep, I've got what I, you know, maybe what I'm working towards. I'm feeling, you know, pleasant regarding that, but at the same time, I'm feeling a bit alone. Like, who am I doing this with? Like, yeah, it's like you're feeling lonely, but you're not alone, if that makes sense. Then in addition to this, we've got the Lover's energy. So considering it's, you know, just where I've placed it next to the Death energy, there may be some shift in terms of a dynamic here, which may be challenging you, something that maybe once had ended where you were on your own. And maybe you felt good about that decision after a while, or had to learn that there could be an opportunity to connect back in, or maybe there's something new, a new person, a new opportunity presenting itself. It doesn't necessarily need to be in love, but the way that these cards work is representational of people, of figures in terms of the way, the way that the book reads when you connect into this deck, which is the Jane Austen deck. Her deck is a representational of people and what they mean in regards to whatever card that shows up. So I just feel like there's some connection coming on in. Again, it doesn't need to be just lovers per se, but it's a connection that, you know, for some reason is challenging you, but I think it's challenging you because you don't want to make decisions because you feel alone, or maybe you don't want to make decisions because you're feeling good on your own. But at the same time, you're excited for a new beginning. So I don't know if that you're kind of torn between the two on where you want to go and if you really want to invest in a certain connection. All right, so let's dive a little bit deeper here, Pisces, to find out what Spirit wants you to know regarding all this. I'm just going to pull one for each, and if I need to clarify, I will let you know. All right. Thank you, Spirit. What does Pisces need to know? Okay. So for the Muse energy, we've got the Nine of Cups. Interestingly, this is where we've got the Nine of Cups too. So, you know, there is this source of contentment that you feel that you're in. But it's interesting how this Muse of emotions is showing up. So for some of you, this could be a connection, like I said, that's coming into your life. And because this is also showing up in challenge energy, maybe too, you, like I said, you are content. So whether or not you actually want to pursue this person, or as they're pursuing you, whether you want to engage, but either which way, I feel like you're enjoying it. You're liking the potential and possibility here. So it seems like you're interested in seeing what's happening, but this could also be too for some of you, if this is not in regards to a new connection, whether in business, whether in love, it could be simply about you feeling good about you and being really harmonious in where you're at emotionally, spiritually, and how things just aren't, you know, what may have once impacted you or affected you just doesn't have the power anymore. You're just in a very strong place. With the Sun, we've got the Lovers. I mean, guys, this is so interesting how these are showing up in your challenge cards as well. So the Sun and the Lovers. So whatever decision that needs to be made regarding a connection, there seems to be a lot of happiness or a lot of light showing up. You know, this is the happiest card in the deck, the Sun. The Lovers is, you know, can be about a significant connection, can be about a soulmate, can be about a, you know, a twin flame energy. But whatever this is, I feel wherever you're going, whoever you're coming into connection with, I feel in some regard like this is kind of meant to be in some way. Whether this is for a season, a reason, a lifetime that's left, I obviously don't know, and we all have our own choices. But I feel like whatever this is going to be something significant in your life, Pisces, is what I'm gathering here with this Lover's energy. The Chariot, we've got the Hanged One. So wherever you have been feeling, a little bit stuck, a little bit contemplative, I feel like it's like you also know whatever you've been dealing with from the past, whatever like sacrifices, intensities that you've had, you don't need to wait anymore. It's like you've got the green light for whatever it is that you want, desire, need, that makes you feel right. And this is you're no longer just sitting in this stagnant energy. You're starting to see everything power forward, but importantly, something that you're choosing now to fully take control of here. So this is an exciting energy moving forward. With the Seven of Voices, you've also got the Strength energy showing up. You've got a lot of major arcanas here, Pisces. So with this Seven of Voices and the Strength energy, I'm just going to get one more. We've got the Empress energy. So I think this is you being extra cautious, to be honest, Pisces. And the reason I'm saying this is because this could have been part of like you doing your due diligence, checking where you're going, what direction, who you're doing with, but it's been a little bit potentially OTT in thoughts, and that's over the top. And I think it's because you're really trying to protect yourself on whatever situation you've been in the past, and you're trying to be courageous in moving forward. You're also trying to be, grounded and feel amazing and trust that the right things are going to come in. But this is a new beginning for you, okay? And with any new beginnings, with anything new that you're, getting in touch with, that you're birthing, that you're choosing to settle in a new place, it's going to, at some point, it's going to feel a little bit unsettling, okay? You may be a little bit more weary of what's going on around you, but I feel like whatever this change is, wherever you're heading towards, this is exciting for you. It's just requiring a little bit of, getting outside your comfort zone. And I just feel like there's a little bit in question here, but it's more within an eternal thing. I don't feel like it's potentially any energy around you. It just simply could be a little bit of, just thoughts that are impacting you from a little bit of past experiences. That's what I'm gathering here. So the Ace of Emotions, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So whatever this newness that's coming on in here, because I feel there's a lot of new energy, a lot of new people, a lot of new opportunities, Pisces. With the Ace of Emotions, there's definitely something that's capturing your attention, that's capturing your heart, that's capturing the excitement, that feeling of when you're just loving something that you're doing, where you're at, who you're around, and it's making you feel damn good, okay? It's allowing you to feel, you just feel stronger. You feel like even more courageous and capable, and like just holding your power and strength, like you're emulating it out into the world, okay? But I see that you're looking over here, and you're looking over at this Five of Materials, okay? With this Nine of Pentacles energy. You're looking at going, what's going on over there? And interestingly, there's a bird here. So, and it's on her head. Never noticed that before. It's funny how, like I said, you may have heard me say that you can look at these cards as a source to connect to spirit, to gather information, right? And sometimes the smallest thing that you'll find that you have never seen on there. I mean, the bird looks pretty obvious to me, but I've just never paid attention to it. And Spirit's saying today, there's something about the way that I think that you're thinking. It just keeps coming up because bird is communication. It's around thought. It's around logic. But let's have a look at what this Five of Materials is. Yeah, so you've got the Nine of Swords showing up with the Nine of Pentacles with this Five of Materials. So I do feel at some point I'm feeling this is past energy, or and the reason I'm saying that is because wherever you're going, you're accumulating wealth, you're growing wealth, you're increasing your income, something, material that you have. There's definitely growth around that at Pisces, and we keep seeing this coming for you. But at one point in time, this has become a priority, and hence why there may be some fear here, is because of what has once happened. So that's what I'm getting here with this energy, is that it's been a slow moving forward of finally, getting these offers, getting this wish that you've been desiring, and where you feel, just finally in a good place, regarding whatever it is that you're doing around your money, around your life forward. Again, this could be around a relationship too, your career, whatever it is. Material world is a lot around stability. This is around our Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy. Very strong, very grounded, and can be quite stubborn and forthright to get what, to holding on, making sure that make happen what they make happen. But with the Knight of Pentacles energy, it's damn slow. And I can tell you that sometimes it's a safety guard, like protection, that one may take to make sure that they're taking the right steps forward. And I feel like that might have been part of it, but I also feel a lot's been around divine timing, a lot's been around lessons, healing, the right people lining up for whatever is next in your life. But it has been a stressful journey, it seems here, Pisces. And I think you're just going to take a pause and reflection as you're starting to make these significant changes or stepping into this new life or version or lifestyle. And this may creep in a little bit, but I feel it's with a sense of relief. Let's have a look at this Eight of Inspiration. You got the High Priestess. With the High Priestess, we've got the Seven of Wands energy. So I do feel here, Pisces, that amongst some reflection that you have, or some moment that you may experience through these wins and changes and this excitement, and then a little bit of reflection of the past, it's like there's something that I feel is just going to spark or make sense here with this High Priestess energy, and helping you move forward and remember certain reasons, or like the why behind something, or what you're doing, why you're doing it. And then you might find that something is also coming back around in a sense of maybe you have these big grand plans and ideas of wanting to do something, but it's like when you finally take a step back because of a sense of relief, because of a little bit of reflection of the past, it's like something just clicks in and makes sense. And this is this High Priestess energy, which is you gaining like something. I don't know, it's like a revelation, insight. It's just like an aha moment is what I'm getting, of remembering what it is you actually want and what it is that you're working towards. So if you're taking a pause or questioning something, I feel like there's going to be a point in time that you might have a tiny dip, Pisces, but it's the awakening to the next path, if that makes sense, because you're already on it for the growth, but there's going to be maybe a little shift and a little change that's in better alignment. But to get in that better alignment, sometimes we need to have a little bit of step away, a little bit of, like I'm feeling these things. Why am I feeling these things? It's just spirit talking to you, so don't be hard on yourself, because I feel like that's going to help you now progress forward. So let's have a look at this Three of Materials. Yeah, because something needed to change. Something needs to change in regards to who you're connecting with, who you're going to be potentially working with, doing business with. I mean, these people end up being significant parts of your life. No matter who you work with, sometimes you spend way more time with them than you do with your own family, with your own pets, with whatever. I mean, it can be subject if you're working from home or not, but you get what I mean here. So I feel like whatever's happening here to here, it's all on purpose, because something needed to change, something needed to come into connection. I don't feel the change, I mean, the change could be significant, but I feel like it's more so like maybe where you want to live, or you were looking at buying a place here, and then all of a sudden it's like, why am I doing that? I actually wanted this and this. What am I doing? It's like you're going to have that moment, okay? But that decision is like bringing up a lot of things, like remembering why you're doing what you're doing, okay? That's the type of energy that I'm getting. This could be with a person, like I said, with your career, any aspect of your life that right now is highlighted. Knight of Inspiration, you've got the Five of Swords. and that's what I feel here. Whoever you're coming into connection with, there's just someone, I think, that's just a little bit excitable. And I just think for you, as much as it's fun, there's just a little bit of uneasiness there. Yeah. It's interesting. I think you're going to be at a point in time, like, it's no fluff, no nonsense. Like, you don't have time to to deal with anyone's conflict, or you're just in a good place, you're in a peaceful place, and there's just some interesting information that may be coming through, or the way that someone's operating, that I just feel like you don't have time for. I don't know if it's conflicting energy, like in conversations. I think it's just the way that they operate may be a little bit different to you, Pisces, and you're just not down for it. That seems to be what is coming up. So let's further clarify this energy here, the challenge positions, and what we need to know. All right, Spirit, what do we need to know about the moon energy for our Pisces, please? What do we need to know? Okay, and I told you it had something to do with the Seven of Swords energy over here, which is the Seven of Voices. So I feel, like I said, this is more around the way that you're thinking or feeling about a situation because of past experiences. This seems to be showing up again for you. There's something that you have this feeling about that you seem to be ignoring. And I feel this feeling is important because it's something that hasn't been revealed yet. So this may be a niggle that you need to pay attention to here, Pisces, okay? So please don't ignore it. This may be around someone who is huge at taking action, or maybe they need to be showing you action and not just talking. So just double check that, because the King of Wands energy is usually a huge doer, but they can be a little bit too prideful, a little bit too in their ego if they're operating unhealthily. So just double check this King of Wands energy, because usually they are highly motivated, they get shit done, but at the same time, there may be just something that you need to check in here with. Or maybe too, it could be that if there is this little bit of self-doubt, self-talk that isn't supportive for you, maybe it's like, hey, we need to stop talking and we need to start doing. You're going to know what that situation is for you, but there's something here that it seems you're not listening. And that listening is about your inner guidance, okay? Or your guides, or whatever that seems to be showing up here. All right, what do we need to know about the death energy for our Pisces? Okay, the death energy, we've got the King of Cups and the Fool. Okay, guys, let's just get real here. The way Spirit works, we know. You've got your King of Cups there. We see this as the challenge of a new beginning, of you being happy on your own, doing your own thing. It seems to me that whatever this new beginning is, someone is willing to take a risk for this King of Cups energy. I don't know if this is a particular person, a situation, a job, but it seems to me that this is going to be, a fruitful new beginning here. This is like a new version, a new chapter for you. So this could be intertwined in all this on what you're pursuing. This could be just the overall story, but you will know, Pisces, based on you. What do we need to know about the Nine of Hearts? Nine of Swords. Interesting. Makes sense. So there's just something, I don't know, like what is it that's stressing you about this? There's something, is it you don't want the headache of dealing with someone else? There seems to be a little bit of fear of having to deal with other people, or you don't want to be put in a situation that you once were. Let's get one more of this Nine of Swords. What do we need to know? Yeah. I think you're questioning here whether you're ready, whether this connection is real, can it work, can it flow together? Is this going to be a harmonious one that no matter what goes on, we can figure this out? So I think you're really future pacing here, which I can understand. So this is going to be, again, the challenge for you, okay, that is showing up here around this King of Cups energy. What do we need to know about the Lovers? Okay, gave me an extra one. We've got the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. For some of you, if there has been, I'm just getting here, a disconnection, where there has been a commitment, you may find with the Death energy and the Lovers, there's a new beginning here, and one that seems to be more stable. Someone has figured out something. And when I say figured out something, like done something for themselves, like been focusing on themselves, and it has really supported you, them, whatever this may be. I don't know who this is exactly, but it feels very grounded, very strong energy. But someone seems very determined to make something work here with this connection, it seems, or formalize a connection subject to where you're at. And when I mean formalize, they want it, and they're willing to do what they need to do to make this, supportive for each other, having the right conversations where people are both understood, perhaps the right boundaries that need to be in play, conversations that need to be had. But it's one that someone here wants to work through. But that also could be you wanting boundaries because something hasn't been fully balanced in the past, okay? All right, so let's have a look at the overall outcome. We have got step outside your comfort zone. Conclusions are within reach. Just saw a bit of fluff on there. We have got the answers you need are coming. Your hard work is paying off. I feel that all makes sense here, Pisces, with what we've been talking about throughout this reading and this dynamic. I did say that there's something that you need to know, or something will come through. Some information that needs to be revealed will be revealed here, but it's important to pay attention to it or start looking a little bit deeper than what you may be doing. But overall, your determination, you will start seeing the fruits of that if you haven't already. Leaving that with you, dear Pisces. Appreciate you dearly. Catch you soon. Bye now.